CBS Young and the Restless spoilers fall next week, June 1st to 5th. Welcome back to our channel. Besties, today is a beautifully chaotic day, and we are absolutely vibrating with the sheer magnitude of the drama that just dropped. Grab your iced coffees, lock your doors, and prepare your souls, because we are diving headfirst into the absolute madness of Genoa City. We are so glad you are here with us to unpack this messy, unfiltered tea. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing and listen to me. I am literally shaking right now. I am filming this while running errands, literally holding my phone in the dairy aisle of the grocery store, getting weird looks from the cashier because I just had to jump on here and vent. We need to talk about this now. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. I was mid-skincare this morning when I watched this episode, and I literally smeared charcoal mask all over my expensive white rug because I gasped so hard. Literally had to yeet my phone across the room. I am genuinely not okay, and if you have seen what Victor, Jack, and Nick are up to today, you are not okay either. We are spiraling, besties. We are completely and utterly spiraling. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Let's start with the absolute, unadulterated audacity of Victor Newman. Bestie, be for real right now. Victor is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with this man's God complex. He is currently standing in his office, looking at Nikki with a straight face and straight up gaslighting her into believing that he's psychotic. Cold-blooded business decisions were actually acts of heroic genius. I am hyperventilating. Victor is actually trying to convince Nikki that he was right all along to risk their son's life for his precious company. He is completely ignoring the fact that Nick literally almost died in a drug-fueled car crash. Did I say that yet? Ooh, my brain is mush. Moving on, but seriously, Victor is standing there like he just cured a disease, and I am screaming at my screen. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but remember when Phyllis had Matt Clark tied up in a dark basement? She literally offered Victor a deal. She would hand over Matt, the man who has been terrorizing their family, if Victor just dropped the evidence charges against her and let her keep her company. And what did Victor do? He said no. He basically said, nah, my corporate empire is way more important than taking down the guy who is actively destroying my son. Which is honestly so unhinged, and now that Nick is miraculously still breathing and Matt is in custody, Victor is doing a victory lap. He is genuinely looking at Nikki and saying, see, I was right. My precious company is safe, Nick is alive, and Phyllis is going down. I won. I am physically vibrating with rage. And don't even get me started on the vibes in that room. Victor actually wants Nikki to celebrate him. He wants her to pat him on the back, forget all the trauma, forget that she was literally screaming in a hospital waiting room thinking her son was going to have permanent brain damage, and just bow down to his brilliance. He is demanding that she tell him how wonderful he is and that from now on, she just needs to blindly follow his orders. I am glitching. Wait, I'm glitching? Okay, back to the main event. But seriously, if Nikki actually buys into this and strokes his ego, I am going to lose my absolute mind. Manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update for the Newman marriage, because this is toxic with a capital T. Now, let's violently pivot to the Abbott mansion, because my blood pressure cannot handle Victor anymore. Basically, Jack Abbott is currently having a full-blown existential meltdown, and honestly, it is entirely his own fault. Jack is running around, practically sweating through his designer suit because Diane is missing. Yes, you heard me. Diane is gone, and Jack is terrified that she didn't leave on her own. And why is he terrified? Because he decided it would be a brilliant, totally not insane idea to manipulate Patty Williams. Patty, the woman who has a history of poisoning people and going completely rogue. Jack thought he could use her to get back at Victor, and now his wife is Mia. I cannot even. Patty is standing there looking at Jack with those wide, innocent eyes, insisting that Diane left of her own free will. She's swearing up and down that she had absolutely nothing to do with it. But besties, we know Patty. Patty has lied to Jack before. She has lied to everyone, and her grip on reality is looser than my grip on my diet. Jack knows this, and you can literally see the panic setting in behind his eyes. He is spiraling, wondering where his wife is, wondering if Patty locked her in a closet, threw her on a boat, or worse. I'm calling it, the villain arc is about to go nuclear. If Patty has actually done something to Diane, Jack is going to have to live with the fact that his petty revenge plot against Victor cost him his marriage and maybe his wife's life. Wait, I just got distracted by a weird background noise in the store. Is someone playing smooth jazz in the produce section? Why is the lighting in here so aggressive anyway? Snapping back to the tea. Jack is genuinely losing it. He is so scared that Diane is hurt, and every time Patty smiles at him, you just know his stomach drops to the floor. It's giving major consequences of my own actions energy, and while I feel bad for Diane, I am totally living for Jack sweating it out. He played with fire, and now his entire house is burning down. But hold on to your hats, because the most unhinged storyline of the day goes to Nicholas Newman. I am literally clutching my chest because I am too unwell to handle the gravity of this stupidity. So Matt Clark, the literal demon who poisoned Nick's drugs, kidnapped Sharon and Noah, and has caused irreparable trauma to this entire town, is currently sitting in custody, claiming he has full-blown amnesia. He says he doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember torturing Nick. He doesn't remember Sienna. He doesn't remember being a monster. And what does Nick do? Does he walk away? Does he let the police handle it? Nitrogen monoxide? Nick Newman, in all his self-righteous, golden boy glory, has decided to become Matt Clark's personal memory recovery therapist. I am straight up howling into the void. Nick is actively sitting with Matt, trying to help him remember his past. And why, you ask? Because Matt technically saved Nick's life, or at least Nick feels this weird, twisted sense of debt, and Nick is conflicted. But Nick knows one thing for sure. It would be so much easier to be furiously, violently angry at Matt if Matt actually remembered being a villain. Nick literally wants Matt to remember his crimes so that Nick can punch him in the face with a clear conscience. I mean, bestie, be for real right now. Nick is trying to cure a psychopath's amnesia just so he can hate him properly. This is the most insane, chaotic, masculine, ego-driven plot I have ever witnessed. Nick is sitting there, probably showing Matt flashcards of his own crimes, like, "Do you remember trying to kill me? Please say yes so I can legally destroy you." It is a psychological masterpiece of absolute mayhem. Nick needs Matt to be the bad guy so Nick doesn't have to deal with his own complicated feelings about his addiction, his father's judgment, and his near-death experience. It's projection at its finest, and I'm eating it up with a spoon. I am genuinely hyperventilating thinking about how this is going to backfire. Matt is a calculating sociopath. What if he's faking the amnesia the whole time, just sitting there soaking up Nick's desperation, plotting his next move? Matt is probably laughing internally while Nick pours his heart out trying to trigger a memory. If Matt suddenly remembers and uses all of Nick's vulnerabilities against him, I am going to scream. Nick is literally handing his enemy the blueprint to his own destruction, all because he wants the satisfaction of a clean fight. It's giving I can fix him so I can break him energy, and I'm officially on the floor. This entire town needs intense, immediate therapy. Victor needs to be humbled, Jack needs a babysitter to keep him away from Patty, and Nick needs to step away from the amnesiac supervillain. My brain is completely fried from this lore. I am so deep in this Genoa City saga that my grip on reality is slipping, and this drama is now my entire personality. I am not okay. You guys, I need to go lay down in a dark room and process this. But drop your unhinged theories in the comments because I need to know I am not spiraling alone, manifesting absolute chaos for tomorrow.